Who knows? Because as you know, as you can tell by looking at this fine physique, that I'm a freak of nature, and I mean I'm a specimen of human movement. So.
It's Blue. Make sure you like and subscribe and go follow me on Patreon as well. It's only $5 a month and you get an extra video every week.
Don't ever forget what happened to that French actor. Juicy Smouillet is a very famous French actor.
Today I'm going to be reacting to a Conor McGregor compilation.
I before to go pick up 10,000 from Dez and go take about like 20 G's from Gina.
Last contest he had, he fought a tough reject, an Ultimate Fighter reject, and nobody gave a shit about it, and he got wobbled about 40 times. His chin is deteriorating. Every single contest he gets in, he hits one knee. He does a gust of wind and he does the chicken dance. You know what I mean? Coming up against me, that's not going to be good. You know, I'm going to crack him with a jab and he's going to wobble and I'm going to put him away early. It's going to be a first round KO, mark my words. Who knows? Because as you know, as you can tell by looking at this fine physique, that I'm a freak of nature, and I mean I'm a specimen of human movement. So who the f knows?
Fight my career, I really appreciate it.
Nobody gives
Conor, you're the man. The man.
18 fights. Honestly, I swear to God, I understand where you're coming from, man. If I was in the UFC for 18 fights, and I was in your situation, and I saw a mother like me coming up, I'd hate me too. I understand where you were coming from, but at the end of the day, your mouth got you into big trouble here. I know you're afraid. You're too slow for me, Cole. I'm going to break you in the first exchange.
I know, I just...
Say it. Say what you know. You know they want you to lose. Say that to me right now.
I just said that. I just said that.
Good
I already
girl.
said it.
Good girl. Good girl.
Conor, do you know what wrestling is?
I could rest my balls on your forehead.
Yeah,
I look at him as a novice. He throws an overhand right. He looks at the floor, closes his eyes, and hopes for the best. This is day one beginner stuff where I come from. Chad's last gate was $545,607. That's less than my show money. It's absolutely embarrassing.
Let's make a bet here. If you have the
How
ball
much?
to do anything
With that $500,000, you're making bets with that $500,000 I gave you.
notice.
You can see it's tradition.
Ooh.
I remove a head, I bring it backstage, I place it on Mr. Fertitta and Mr. White's desk. Here you go, boss. Another one done. And then we discuss big business. So we went and we discussed big business. And big business just happens to be in Viva Las Vegas. So we are going to go to Las Vegas and one more head will be collected. You should log in with a car and shake that. Big similar. Ah, there's a little snake in the grass right there. Hey, little boy.
How we going?
Are you lost?
Hey, I recruited this guy in high school.
Yeah, and he ditched you, so man up. Man up and nice. Has the belt. That's your opportunity. He came in and took you and got out of there. I'm fighting big. You're down here.
I fought Jose.
Yeah, and you got your ass whooped. Your whole team got your ass whooped by him. Chad got his ass whooped, and I whooped Chad last week. What that boy? Are you serious? I'm going up against supposed.
Okay, so I don't know all the context of what he was talking about, but it seems like this guy tried to start talking about how he recruited this other one, and Conor said that he just ditched him and then got this belt that I guess would have been an opportunity to him. So I don't know the full situation. Matter of fact, I don't even know their names. But as far as just comebacks, regardless of the situation, wow, he is roasting him. He is really letting him know, you effed up, get over it, move on, that was stupid. Like, just kind of, oh my gosh, that phone call was just, like, almost secondhand embarrassment. I would not have wanted to have been that guy in that room with him on the phone call, because my face was just like, oh my gosh, what is he saying? And it takes a second, but this guy finally, I guess, admits, yeah, they're putting me in front of you just so you could beat me. And gosh, like that wasn't enough for Conor to just kind of degrade him as a man. He says, good girl, which I also was kind of into, but it was really sad for the moment that he was saying that to this grown man who you would hope that, you know, these people are looking at each other as equals. Obviously, it never works out that way. Clearly, never does. But gosh, that was pretty excruciating how he spoke to him. It's like, ugh.
Boy, are you serious? I'm going up against supposedly the pound for pound #1, and he's groveling at my feet, begging for mercy. Jose's quaking in his boots and he's supposedly top of the pound for pound list. I have my eyes on Jose killing the featherweight division and going up and destroying that lightweight division as well. Go and take him out and build some numbers and entice me. Because right now I'm giggling at his little ass numbers. What can he bring? He bring none. But he barely makes 6 figures a fight. And rightfully so. Otario, Otario! Otario, Otario! You know what that means? Pussy.
Oh yeah, he takes the picture.
I am his daddy. See a guy his last gate was 1.7 million. He fought on free TV. He's never brought a dime to the company. He's never made a dime yet. He is sitting there on the front of my poster. I think that's a department that needs to be looked at. Somebody sleeping on the job. This is a super fight. Where are all these historic images? These are posters that will be looked back on long after it's all said and done, and then you've got to look back on that absolute garbage. So, you know, I feel someone sleeping on the job in that department, and I will have to dip my nose and find out who and eliminate them. Here, listen, cut out all this other stuff and I'd go through the whole roster in 4 months. And I tell you that right now, I'll whoop every single one of them inside 4 months if you cut out all this other shit. Bring me in, weigh me in, and I'll fight the next night and wipe out the entire game inside 4 months. I have my eye on that 155 division and I see them all stuck in the mud in there. So Conor, we'll see over time. But guess what? Have I been wrong yet? Oh. Yeah! I change your bum life. You fight me, it's a celebration. It's a celebration. You ring back home. You ring your wife. Baby, we done it. We're rich, baby. Conor McGregor made us rich. Break out the red panties. I'm the money fight in the male shit at all weight divisions. So everybody else up here. I can only imagine the state Rafael is in coming back to back.
Gosh, that poster rant was ridiculous. He was so upset that somebody in some department of whatever department that was, I would think marketing and advertising, messed up. And he even goes about it like, it's embarrassing that he's on the poster with me. I mean, like, I'm the star and I have to share it with him. No, it was like a whole rant of, why is he on the front of my poster? I didn't really get to mention it in the other video, but as you saw my excitement that I got to see it again, he insults this guy about his wife, or him calling his wife, even after like being able to fight with Conor McGregor. It's a celebration to even be included in that. Oh yeah, it's time for your wife to break out the red panties, as if not only the only times that they have those moments are whenever they're celebrating, like, oh, it's going to be like that cheesy special moment, as if having sex is a gift and doesn't come very often. But it's also going to be to Conor McGregor's name and the opportunity to fight him, because he's clearly stepped up in the world to even be able to be in his presence. So I felt like it was definitely more than one insult and kind of thought out ahead, because you do know this guy at some point is going to celebrate, even if he loses. I mean, he's going to get a lot of money for this, and he's already making fun of him and poking at him for like, hey, you know that first celebratory sex that you're going to have with your wife? Now you're going to think of me.
I can only imagine the state Rafael is in, coming back-to-back cuts, especially he blew up before the Cerrone fight. He was extremely overweight, and he had to cut down to make that 155-pound limit. And then the king calls and says, you're up again, kid. And now he's got to do it all over again. So, I mean, just looking at him, he's aged 25 years in the last 2 weeks. So, I can only imagine how he's feeling, but I'm feeling damn good. And I believe I will dust Rafael inside 1 minute. He is a slower, sloppier version of Aldo. He's like a bum version of Aldo. So, I believe in absolutely everything. I believe inside 1 minute I will dust him. I will exit the contest fresh. I will cash the check. I will sign the next contract for UFC 200, the brand new MGM, and we'll go again. 2015 was my year. 2016 is also my year. Every year is my year. I am out on my own. I am in a league of my own. The game is on its knees. The game must hold seminars every weekend to pay for their training costs. And I'm out here rallying around California in a car that spits fire, dressed like El Chapo, with anacondas on my feet. So I am in a league of my own here, ahead of everyone in the game by a country mile. I am finding it hard to even engage with anyone in the game because they are not on my level. Not one single individual in this company is on my level.
Always saying about the talk, and I talk, and I talk, and I talk, but guess what? I back it up! I back it up!
Great way to end it. I do think that he backs it up. Again, I haven't seen all of his fights. I know he's even lost before. But I have a lot of respect for Conor McGregor. I think that he's really funny. He does back up a lot of what he says. And I don't really think that he comes off very cringy, which is very important. Because, I mean, it sounds silly, but you can actually lose a lot if you just kind of come off in an unbelievable way. That is going to be it for today. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. Go check out my links, and I'll see you next time.